What's up, everybody? This is Yogi Chris, founder of Ninth Form Yoga. This is a video blog about a reactory factory. This is phrasing that I came up with in the phrasing that I came up with in the lecture, Silent Flute. You are reacting to everything by default. If a human is not aware of their response or their ability to choose their response to what somebody says, or a yoga posture, there's some response feeling, a cold shower, some task at hand. When you think about, I got to do my taxes or do whatever, like you think like that, and then my body reacts to the thought of that. Okay, so there's a reaction, and then do I just act? If I don't have self-awareness of I am reacting to the stimuli, then I just end up reacting to everything. Like if I lack self-awareness, then I'm just reacting to everything, literally 100% of things, like a child. Just lacking self-awareness, reacting to and so I'm living out my karma, just repeating patterns, because why do I have attractions and aversions? What is it, that preference, or somewhere I decided that was the right way to respond in that situation? Like it's a decision where I'm not currently or anymore am I deciding that, it's just happening. But it at one point was a decision, because at some our behaviors were decided upon at some to become that belief system in our past. It was a survival action to survive the circumstances. We developed a belief by telling ourselves, giving ourselves the command of how to respond to a situation, and it resulted in our survival. It ended up becoming a belief because of the stimuli, the intensity, the importance of how much this action represented survival. So we may have developed really limiting beliefs because in the situation context that we were in when we first said that to ourselves, and it became a belief, it meant survival. We survived that situation, that high stress pressure, that peer pressure situation, or being bullied, or what the parent was beating on you, or whatever. Like even a bike accident or something, and then you get up and somebody said something to you and it goes in, and that is related to you survived that bike accident. I'm really, really simplifying and kind of truncating the mind and how it works. There's more somatics involved, like how you feel, and so much in the mind. But basically, you, without self-awareness, are just habitually reacting to everything. And you're going to get what you've always gotten if you don't change your reacting to situations. That's going to take self-awareness, which is a space inside to see your physical body, your energy, your thinking, see how it is reacting. And before you externalize that reaction, where it becomes a movement, some kind of communication, a body language, a facial expression, a word, a sound, there's a difference between the reaction inside and the outward acting of that reaction. That takes self-control. But before self-control must have self-awareness, because how can you control what you're not aware of? So self-awareness, and then, the ability, like yoga will help create that space inside where you see the emotion outpour, where you see the thought come up that's going to become a communication, where you see the body almost in movement before it gets in movement, and you're withholding it because it would betray some reactionary thought that you don't have to. People have weird thoughts all the time. You don't have to be held responsible for the thought. You internally, your conscience, like Jiminy Cricket, your conscience will punish you if you entertain toxic thoughts. But that doesn't mean you're responsible for toxic thoughts popping up in your head every now and then. That's not your fault. The mind pops up shit all the time. So it's your fault for entertaining it if you keep feeding it and you're like enjoying it. Like that's, you've perverted your mind in some way. It doesn't mean it has to be a sexual thing. Perverted just means like, bent out of shape kind of. And your consciousness would punish that. So getting back to the point at hand is, which was what? It was a balance between, was that it? No, it wasn't that. We were talking about, reaction machine, being a reaction machine. So you need psychologically, psychoenergetically, space inside to witness yourself reacting to things, to then become a response, an intelligent designed kind of machine to succeed in life, to be better than what you were, because those beliefs were in other contexts in the past. The world moves forward. The iPhone completely trivializes like cell phones from 10 years ago or 15 years ago, but that is still super high tech compared to 15 years before that or whatever. Like your ideas that you've laid down in your system to become real, part of your character and persona, are outdated software. And to open up, to become self-aware of what you're telling yourself and how you're reacting, and actually, changing the railroad tracks inside, changing the pathways, becoming what you want. I mean, that kind of plasticity is possible. It's real internal work and takes real energy and effort and so many other things, discipline and practice, whatever. So there's links in the description to this. We have yoga for sorcery, and this is a great way to interject on those reactions. It's kind of a main focus of what I teach the sorcerers, and it's hatha yoga. So it's physical yoga. It's just called yoga for sorcery. It's a collaboration with my friend Frank White, the sorcerer. And also we have Silent Flute, which is my mindset program, and then all sorts of other free links and whatever for YouTube. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.